So Matt, 38-24. Performance-wise, maybe a bit to work on, but we got the win eventually.
Yeah, I think our first 20 minutes was pretty good. Came out the blocks pretty quickly, but again, towards the second half, we go away from game plan, which doesn't help us. And obviously, it's good. It was a good result at half time. Hopefully, we should have kicked on. I thought we could have kicked on, and possibly doubled the score, but it wasn't to be. But we got the win in the end, I suppose.
Yeah. What do you think went wrong in that second half?
Just a bit of ill discipline. We seem to be giving a lot of tackle, a lot of penalties where fourth and fifth tackle, which really doesn't help us. And then there's an error or something like that, and then they end up on our line. So a lot of the time, we can, we always say there's variables that we can control. But I think sometimes we let them slip a bit and go to sleep. I think obviously they came out second half pretty fired up. But we should be able to deal with that, and out enthuse them again, and nullify what they've got to throw at us really first 10 minutes.
On the positive side, opening 20 minutes was spot on.
Maybe not spot on, but yeah, we moved the ball quite nicely, and that's something we spoke about in the week. Just putting play on for player. We could have been a bit more clinical, possibly let the ball go a bit more, but as we said, there's quite a disorganised defence, so sometimes it makes it harder to make decisions. But no, I think we could have done a bit more to kind of put the game to bed.
Sure. Big chance next week I think we haven't put 2 wins together this season in a row. London Scholars at home next week.
Yeah, it'll be another tough game. They'll be after us again now because we've gone top of the southern teams, but they'll be after us again. But hopefully we can repeat the result that we got down there. But again, we need to be kind of put up more of an 80-minute performance together rather than 30 minutes in the first half and then about 10 minutes in the second half.
Yeah. What's the aim, you'd say, for the rest of the season, Matt?
We want to, without doubt, we want to finish top southern team, but we'd like to knock a few northern teams over as well. So if we can do that, we'll be quite happy with that.
Yeah. And finally, personally, how would you describe your form?
I don't know, a bit up and down. I think it's the same as the team really. I think some games have been good, especially against the northern teams. We seem to put more of a well-rounded performance together against the northern teams. But again, I think we just go to sleep, and I think we almost think it can be, I don't want to say easy, but we find it easier against some teams, but we do go to sleep.
So Leah, a 38-24 win, impressive opening again, made things difficult second half. What was your take on the game?
Yeah, we started off really well, and we did look the better side, for that first 20 minutes or so. But again, we're having a couple of issues with sort of organisation-wise. We spent a lot of time down near the try line. We didn't just do enough with it. We probably should have been more points up, to be honest. So whenever you don't score enough points, you leave yourself under pressure a little bit. And that's what happened. They got a bit of a telling off at half time with Oxford, and they came out firing a bit. They scored early, and then it made it interesting. A bit too sort of panicky for us, but it was our own doing. We should have put more points in that first half. We were well on top, but just sort of didn't have the cutting edge organisation that we didn't have last week either. So it's something we need to work on. Yeah.
On the positive though, it's been a tough time of late. By the win at Scorpions, to get the win and move above Oxford. I know this was a big target at the start of the day.
Yeah, well, we told the lads it would win at all costs. This one, we've moved above Oxford now, and we need to back it up next week. We've sort of reassessed his goals, and that was to finish as the best southern team and knock over a northern team if we can. So that puts us in a good position now. It's another big game now next week, Scholars, because they'll fancy coming here and beating us. So we've got to work hard in training this week. There's quite a lot to work on there. Some really good stuff. We've just got to put it together for longer periods and score some more points when we're on top.
Yeah, you say next week's a big game. I think it's our first legitimate chance of winning probably 2 games in a row this season. It'll be again with a double header. Nice to get a big crowd in and do the business.
Yeah, and obviously it's Oxford that play after us as well. So we don't want to give them any incentive to go back above us. So we need to get our heads on this week in training, make sure we turn up in the right frame of mind, because it's going to be difficult. London Schools have strengthened recently. And on paper now they've got a very good side. Probably should be doing better than what they are doing. So we need to be good. We need to prepare right this week. Like I say, work on some of the things that haven't gone quite so well for us in the last couple of games. And we'll go into that game confident after a win.
Sure. Injury report, if we may. I know Joe McLean missed out today. Any news on him and Mark Bowen maybe for next week? Or
I think Mark's struggling, to be honest. He's had a scan today, so we'll see what the results are of that. But he tried running a couple of weeks ago and it worked great. Just broke straight down, so I'm not very hopeful on that one. Joe McLean possibly might have a chance for next week. We'll see how he pulls up on Tuesday. Courtney Davis is still missing. We're still none the wiser when he's going to return. He's been out far too long for what I thought he was going to be out. We've picked up a couple of knocks today. Lewis Rees couldn't go back on. A couple more head injuries that we seem to get every week now. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but both wingers took sort of knocks to the head, so we'll have to assess them on Tuesday. But you know, we've got a couple of lads now in the background. James Walters returned today, played for the Warriors, and we've got a couple of French guys coming in next week as well, so we'll have a look at those in training.
Sure, excellent, superb.